It's fall here in Canada, which means it's officially the season to enjoy everything pumpkin. So from pumpkin pies to pumpkin breads, pumpkin spice lattes, you think about it, it's just yummy, 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 yummy. Anyways, so today I'll be sharing a delicious pumpkin chocolate bread recipe, which is a combination between a moist pumpkin bread, which by the way, if you haven't checked out my pumpkin bread recipe, you totally should. Yes, so it's a combination between a moist pumpkin bread and a really rich, decadent chocolate cake. So I know you'll totally enjoy this. So make sure you stick around, watch the tutorial, make sure you try it at home, and then let me know if you like it, all right? So let's get to it. So let's start off by creating a chocolate base. You want to make sure you're using a really high quality chocolate for this. Here I'm using a Callebaut chocolate, which is a high quality chocolate with a higher percentage of cocoa butter than you would normally have in like an eating chocolate or a baking chocolate. It's all I use for my ganaches and cakes. Anyways, so to that you want to add your butter and then place that in some hot water and then stir until it starts to melt. Don't place this on high heat. You can see I put it in a pot, but you should probably be doing this on a double boiler. But because I'm so used to doing this all the time, I just put it in a pot of hot water and I mixed it until it was nice and silky. Now add your chocolate extract. If you don't have chocolate extract, you can probably include some vanilla extract, but chocolate extract just brings out more of that chocolate flavor. So just stir it until it's well mixed in and then set that aside. So now it's time to start working on your pumpkin base. So to your pumpkin puree, add your melted butter and then add your spices. So here I have some cinnamon, some nutmeg, and some cloves. So you want to add all of that into your pumpkin butter mix and then add your flour. Stir that together until it's very well combined and then set it aside. Next, it's time to start working on the base mixture for the bread. So combine all your dry ingredients together. So your flour, baking powder, baking soda, and salt. Stir them all together to make sure they're very well incorporated. And then set that aside. And then it's time to start working on the wet ingredients. So here you want to add your eggs. Next, you'll add your buttermilk and then you add your sugar. And then beat that in your mixer until everything is well combined. Now it might look as if there are a lot of little steps to complete before this bread is done, but trust me, it's so worth it. Like the bread is really, really delicious and it's really moist and just a combination of the chocolate and the pumpkin. Delicious. Anyways, quick thing, if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you do so. Don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like it and also leave a comment below. Now it's time to add the dry ingredients to your wet ingredients. So now here you want to add that mixture of the flour, baking powder, and baking soda that you set aside. Add that now to your wet ingredients and then just mix using your stand mixer until it is just combined. Do not over mix this so that your bread doesn't get tough. So once you're done mixing with the mixer, scrape down the sides and the bottom of your mixing bowl to make sure that you get all of the dry ingredients mixed very well with your wet ingredients. So you want to make sure you get all of that mixed in properly. Now it's time to put it all together. So here you want to pour half of your bread base into your pumpkin mixture. So what I did initially was weigh my mixing bowl first, and then after I created the cake base, I weighed it again and then found the difference between that to know the actual weight of the bread base. So I'm going to dispense exactly half of it, or about half of it, not exactly, maybe approximately half of it into the pumpkin base, and then I'll do the same with the chocolate base as well. And then that'll give me two separate bases, one pumpkin and one chocolate. So stir that in completely until all the ingredients are well incorporated, and then we're ready to do the chocolate base as well. Now it's time to add the chocolate mix into the rest of the bread base. So pour in all of that delicious chocolate into the base, and then mix thoroughly until it's all well combined. Now it's time to transfer the batter into the loaf pan. So in a parchment lined 9x5 loaf pan, scoop out little bits of your pumpkin mix into the loaf pan, just in little clumps. And then next, with the chocolate mix, you do the same. You just pour a bit of the chocolate mix in there as well. And you keep doing this until all the batter is in your loaf pan. Next, it's time to bake the bread. So bake in your oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for about an hour and 15 minutes. And your bread is ready. So here I'm drizzling it with some orange glaze. That's totally optional. You can eat it as is. It's totally scrumptious. It's delicious, and I'm sure you'll enjoy it. If you enjoyed this tutorial, make sure to check out some of my other pumpkin recipes. They're also very, very delicious, and I know you'll enjoy each and every one of them. I hope to see you next week. Take care now, and all the best.